Hello, hello! Welcome back. So sorry I'm late. I'm dealing with a lot of channel issues. I am no longer monetized. My bad. Oh well. Anyways, I recorded this already before on a different time and a different day. And then I decided I'm going to be really special and edit it really nicely. And then I messed it all up. So, we're doing this again, and it is Saturday, and Edwin has not come out with his video yet. So, I'm going to come out with it for him. Okay? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I know exactly the arguments he's going to make when it comes to Babs. And if you don't know, don't worry, because we're got a timeline, okay? We watched a lot of stuff. We got a timeline, yes. We've got linky links and all that good shit, okay? So don't you worry. You'll figure it out, okay? If you don't know who Edwin is or who Babs is or even like Keemstar, how did you find this channel? I need to know that. Just let me know in the comments, because I'm not monetized, so this ain't blowing up. You know, none of my videos really blow up anymore anyway. So, like, if you don't know those players, how'd you find my channel? Was it the Cody thing? Is that what that was? That's what it was? The Cody thing? Because those weren't even my videos. But, anyways, let's get into it. Okay? So, we're going to go through the timeline, predict Edwin's arguments, go through them whether they're stupid or good. And don't worry, I'm going to provide a side for Edwin in some cases. And yeah, anyways, first and foremost, link in the description to donate to Peepaw. Help Peepaw help you. And I'm going to be providing all the links to these videos in the description from now on, because I think it's just easier for YouTube to be like, oh, this isn't private information. This is something that you got from our platform. And, yeah. Let's get into the, oh, nobody get butthurt. Nobody. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think I'm saying. Use the words that are coming out of my mouth, okay, to decide what you think I'm saying before you get butthurt, okay? Because there's a lot of people that decide that they just want to make an assumption instead of just listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. The words that are coming out of my mouth, okay? And pay attention to tone, because this is all in good fun. Yes? Okay? Yeah, let's get to it. Anyways.
Alright, hope you know I'm trying to see it through. Yeah, alright, 6 figures for the whip. No chance, you catch me down bad.
So, timeline. If you don't know, Edwin and Babs. Oh, motherfucker. I forgot to do the intro. Roll the intro. Anyways, if you don't know, Edwin and Babs had sort of like a e-relationship where they talked online for a little bit before they met up at the Keemstar show. Well, not at the Keemstar show. They drove together to the Keemstar show. Edwin flew to Babs. Babs and Edwin drove to Salvo's. Babs, Salvo, Edwin drove to the Keemstar show. They had the Keemstar show. They drove back to Salvo's, and then they drove back, dropped Salvo off, drove back to Babs, stayed at Babs for like a week, and then Edwin went home. Okay? Anyways, so, December 7th is when Salvo and Edwin kind of did those co-streams where like Salvo went live on his channel. It was him and Edwin, and then they'd cut it, and then they'd go live on Edwin's channel, and it was Edwin and Salvo. They'd cut it, they go back and forth. Okay. December 8th was the Keemstar show. Now, this is where there's this whole story about Babs, and she was giving everyone titty shots. That's when you put it in between, squish them, and then they take a shot. I think. I don't know how that really works, because I'm a classy lady, regardless of what anybody will say. I'm a classy lady. I've never done a titty shot. I've never drank alcohol off of somebody else's body before. I don't know if that makes me a lady or just like a germaphobe. But anyways, you put it, I think, here in between, and then I don't like you lean over and just, or they lean in and I don't know the drinking process. I just know the placing goes in between the boobs, I think. The kids these days. Anyways, and they are, and Babs offers Chris a titty shot, and Chris declines. Okay, so after the Keemstar show, they go on to this, which is, let me pull this up real quick. They're on Xylie's show, okay? They're on Xylie's show. Edwin calls in, like they were already talking about everything. Edwin calls in, this ensues. Watch it. For all whatever.
Do anything wrong, but I'll leave, okay? I didn't mean to stir anything, whatever. I'm just hanging out.
Oh my God! Do not
Edwin, how's your new
be a
girlfriend?
victim. Oh yeah, hey, good question.
It's not a big. I'm apologizing. I'm saying sorry. I hope you guys have a good time.
I understand, Edwin, but let's talk about the.
Now, if you ask me what the hell they were talking about prior, I forgot. So, use your imagination. Let's continue on.
The heart of the matter. The heart of
What's
the
up? What's up, baby?
What's you got a new girlfriend? How's she doing?
Yeah, you want to talk to her? I bet you want to. Ask Chris about her.
I mean,
ask Chris about her.
Sure, whatever. I mean, I don't know.
You should ask Chris and ask him about her.
Why do we have to ask Chris about her? Because that shit that y'all were talking about, that's bullshit.
For a moment like this,
we gotta speed this up. Oh my God. I don't know if it's just like YouTube brain. And if you have me sped up, sorry. Continue.
Wait a whole lifetime.
Doc is like, no, I'd be willing to talk.
You tried to pass off your girlfriend to Chris?
Okay, the way that Keem described it is not right. Pass off. I don't like that. Keem said that. That's not right.
So then what was it then?
Sharing is caring.
True.
You know?
Is she?
You know?
What?
Also, I don't know her. I was saying I'm not offended.
So you were trying to share your girlfriend with Chris?
She's not my girlfriend.
Excuse me. You were trying to share the young woman that you went to Keemstar's house with Chris?
Here's the thing. I knew he was never going to do anything. And like, it was just a test. Because she's like hot and like, he acted more offended by her than me and Salvo the entire time. Take that.
Wait a minute.
Well, you brought your girlfriend?
Don't call her girlfriend. She's not a girlfriend. Don't say girlfriend. The young lady or something. So your way of testing somebody is trying to pass off a young lady that you're interested in?
No. Okay. If I knew that he was going to fuck her, of course I wouldn't have done that. But I knew that Chris would never in a million years fuck a hot woman. You know what
I just... It's already sounding gross. Especially like with Edwin, like, I know that Chris would have F a hot woman, blah, 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 blah. It's just already sounding gross. Continue.
But do you not understand how that makes you look bad, Edwin?
No, of course not. Why would that make me look bad? I'm comfortable. I'm confident. I fuck bitches.
Hell yeah.
That's what's
That
up.
might be a different thing compared
No,
to the
because
conventional.
honestly, you're literally treating a woman like an object by doing that.
I'm literally not.
No,
because
you
she's not
literally
my
are.
object. I don't own her. She's not mine.
Yes,
Like,
but you're treating her. Okay, real shit here. Okay, when you're doing that, you're literally treating her like she is an object to pass on to someone else.
that's to say that she never had a choice in the first place. She thought it was funny. She thought it was fun. You
Okay,
know?
that's fine, but it's a simple fact that Chris, that you were sitting there trying to quote unquote, because it was a joke. Okay, so quote unquote, I'm doing the air quotes thing. Okay, pass off that girl to Chris.
How? That's implying that's an idea, and that I have some.
So, if you're not already noticing, okay, so it seems like it's just like jokes. Like they're telling the story, and then Edwin's just trying to be like entertainment mode with it, and Xylie's like kind of offended about it, you know. So now Edwin's probably like, wait, ugh. Now I gotta talk myself out of this situation. Kind of situation, you know? You get what I'm saying? You're kind of seeing it? Like, he's like, oh yeah, nah, yeah, big Chad Edwin. I'm gonna be big Chad Edwin. And then Xylie's like, hold on, no, that's not right. Why are you passing her off like that? That's not right. And Edwin's like, oh, what, mouth vomit, okay? But that's because he didn't expect that reaction from anybody in the chat. And Xylie's giving him the reaction of, that's not cool to pass off a girl. And so now Edwin's having nervous time. He's having nervous, I didn't expect this time, which we see a lot. We will see a lot. Okay? Let's get back to it.
Some sort of say, but like, what if it's a shared idea? What if it's a well thing and it's funny? You know what I mean?
It's still a shitty thing to do.
I
don't think that's
Is
fine.
Chris a victim in this, or are we just?
I'm not saying
having a
Chris.
good-
I'm not saying Chris is a victim, but it looks kind of douchey on your side.
This is ridiculous.
Is this the same woman you had on stream today, Edwin? Or is this-
Yes.
Yeah, she's real pretty. She's real pretty.
she's
and
attractive,
yeah,
yeah.
she's very pretty, and she seems very nice.
So
Everyone says what
okay.
they like.
So Doc on the radio, if I said, bro, listen, if you want to make out with her, like that's fine with me. I don't care. You know, is that offensive?
No, I don't think it is. I mean, people are into weird stuff, so.
But what did I do wrong here?
I mean, I wouldn't care if you. I mean, if you said that, I'd be like, obviously we know, because I wouldn't like.
Like
I wouldn't kiss a girl
like,
that's not my wife.
at this
now.
point, I've not made out with her. Like I don't have any relationship with her. Like, how am I trading her or like selling her? I'm not doing that.
Oh, I didn't say you're trading.
Oh,
her.
I didn't say you were trading her or selling her either. That's some other shit.
You said passing her off. That's almost the same. Exactly. Do you feel like you're passed off? Exactly.
Xylie, you're thinking again.
Yeah.
Your mic's muted.
Anyways, as you can see, it's kind of getting like, what's going on? I don't know. What's happening? No. And it went from a joke stream to now we're talking serious about how to treat women kind of stream. And the longer it goes on, the more nervous Edwin gets. Let's carry on. All right.
Bad life.
I get
you
where
know?
you're coming from. Right? Because I do know that, like, what sometimes happens with guys, right, is, let's say
Mic
nothing
check,
has happened
mic
between
check.
you.
You're good now.
Like, sometimes nothing has happened between a girl and a guy, and then, like, you'll pass her on to a friend. Do you know what I mean? It's not to say that, like, she's property or anything. It's just to say that that guy can have his shot. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's still in control. She can say yes or no, or whatever the case may be.
True.
You're just, like, saying, I won't pursue her, or something like that.
She's
I think he
involved.
was just joking.
So basically, if Chris said no, then Chris did the right thing, then, right?
Oh my god, I can't have this conversation. Should she have this conversation or?
No, you should have this conversation. So if Chris said no, then he's okay, then, right? Because that's a good thing. Because he knew that she came there with you.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I would be.
You see how I really just think that he meant to be jokey, and it's become it's turning into a beast that he wasn't expecting this entire time. I know I keep on saying that, but it's just this is the start of really everything in my mind, in my opinion, okay? Because this is what we'll get into it. Okay? We'll get into it.
Proud of you, said yes. To be honest, I'm like, wow, he's actually a man.
Okay, Edwin, that doesn't make a man.
Okay, I'm joking though. It's just
That doesn't make a man,
Oh
Edwin.
my god, Matt, you hear this shit?
That doesn't make a man,
Wait,
Edwin.
was she down though, Edwin? Was she
Yes,
like,
of course. This is not my idea. Like this is her thing. Like she's
She was-
everybody down.
Okay, so you're saying that she was actually trying to fuck Chris.
not fuck.
Okay,
Just like,
she was down for the joke. She was down for the joke of it.
Of course.
Okay,
why would I
that's cool.
hurt him?
That's cool. But I'm saying it's a good thing that Chris didn't pursue it because that means that's a good guy because that means
how far does this joke go? Like,
Exactly. That's something I would have loved to learn. But he didn't even allow it to go anywhere near. And like, it's like, whoa, bro, that's a hot woman. Why are you acting grossed out by a hot woman? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it's kind of weird when like the girl approaches another dude and then the other dude's just like watching, being like, yeah, go for it.
bingo.
This should not be such a deep conversation. I hate that this is being like dissected. That's all I want to say.
Wait, so
So, what happens next, and I'm not going to continue playing it because it is an unlisted video from Xylie, but and it doesn't say members only, so I don't think it's a member stream. But it was shared on Twitter, so Xylie, if you're mad about this, I don't. Let me know. I just assumed it's okay to play it. Anyways, so what happens next is Babs comes in and joins the call. Like she's at Edwin and Babs are together right now, IRL at her house, okay? And so Babs kind of joins in with Edwin into this call. Check it out.
Edwin, is she not your girlfriend? Or like?
No, she's not my girlfriend.
Oh,
Chris and Ark said it got to a point. Okay, got to a point. It was uncomfortable.
Oh, come on. All right, now let's not.
Wait, this is wait.
He goes, and then Chris and Ark said, plus I was. Then Chris and Ark said, plus I was crossfaded.
Bro, did she groom Chris?
He got groomed by Chris.
All right, guys.
think that's a
Hello.
worst case scenario.
Babs here. Listen, I tried
You're
to.
making my mind.
No, I tried to give Chris a titty shot and he wouldn't take it. He made it pretty gay. That's all that happened.
That's it.
No,
It's
I
not
respect
that.
That's all that
No,
happened.
I don't respect that. I don't
Matt,
respect
I
that.
respect it. I 100% respect it.
Matt, a woman offers you a titty shot, you say no?
I'm taking it. I'm taking it. No,
Exactly.
let's go.
I'm sorry I didn't get too detailed, but like a woman offers you a titty shot.
Is
You
that
say
like
no.
is that like a shot of
I
alcohol?
don't own this woman. I don't own her. Like a shot glass?
Nobody's saying that you do own her, Edwin.
Why are you guys acting like I'm trading her off? I don't like that
I
kind
know.
of
I'm
stuff.
going to Edwin here.
Edwin is starting his Epstein ring.
Oh my god, this is the worst. I'm sorry, it's just
Very
like
palpable
I'm selling you off.
I'm a full-grown woman. I can make my own decisions.
Oh no, absolutely. But him as a man, he can make his own decisions too, and he decided not to do it. So what's the problem?
Yeah, well, your chat is saying, oh, so he was a hoe then, huh? And then somebody else said, oh, wow, good thing Mina left him. And somebody else said, Edwin is way too fucked. Edwin is a cuck. Edwin is a drunk. Edwin is making my head hurt. You see what's going on here?
I'm confused. I didn't hear what was happening in the last like 10 minutes, but I tried to offer Chris a titty shot,
Okay.
and you know.
All right, you know what? We're gonna do this by poll. Everybody shut the fuck up. Babs, I'm talking to you. Babs.
Babs, hi Xylie.
Okay.
Hi, Xylie.
You said that Chris didn't take the shot, and you said what?
I said that he's vanilla for her. I said he's boring. He's lost his sense of adventure in life.
Wait, just because.
How many more
Wait.
Okay.
Just
okay.
because he didn't take a shot
Oh,
from your
shit.
boobs, he's vanilla.
Because we're all drinking, we're all having a great time. We've been in the bar, like we're all trashed, you know.
Right.
And like Edwin and Salvo took a titty shot, so I think he should have. And he like was
But
acting
just
like,
okay, wait.
Okay.
So
Okay.
wait. So if they jumped off a bridge, does that mean Chris needs to jump off a bridge too?
Okay.
Exactly. That's a much different. Hold on,
No.
That's a much different story. Listen, this is a harmful shot.
No, and I get that. And if anybody else would have took it, no big deal. I don't see the big deal in taking the shot in the first place. Okay.
It's
Now
not
that we
a big
know
deal.
what. But if somebody took the shot, that would be cool. It is what it is. You're just out partying. But if someone didn't take the shot, that doesn't mean anything either.
True.
They're absolutely in their whole right.
That means they're not exactly. So that means they're not vanilla.
1 point. 1 point. You
There's
missed
nothing
100%.
wrong.
You missed
I'm not
100%.
So you can kind of see where it goes from like, oh, haha, Edwin comes in, he's seeking haha, this funny. Xylie kind of turns it into a more serious thing, and then Babs comes in, she's thinking haha, funny. Xylie's turning it into a more serious thing. Now, personally, me, I would probably just try not to assume that, but if I don't know how I would feel after this call personally, because it's difficult to tell. Like, are you being serious? Are you really thinking that this is a weird thing, or are you joking thinking that this is a weird thing? Kind of like, are you shitting on me, or like really shitting on me? Or are you just shitting on me for entertainment purposes? Hard to tell, but you know, it is what it is. One way or another, Babs came out of this feeling some type of way. And so after this stream is when Babs got into a big argument with Edwin. And that turned into something else. I had to get some tea. I paused and got some tea because this is hot. And there's a part about this that I'm not sure about, so I'm going to give it both ways. Anyways, so after this stream, Babs and Edwin get into an argument. Babs is very mad that Edwin did not stick up for her in this stream against Xylie and the people, making her seem like a creep. Okay? All right? So she's like, why didn't you stick up for me? Why didn't you do this? Blah, 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 blah. According to Edwin, she was very much in his face, screaming and yelling, you know, getting big. You know, it was a big old fight, okay? And really, I think Babs admits that it was a big fight. Now, at some point, I don't know if it was during that first argument, Edwin gets big with Babs too. Like, gets big back, okay? So, which I'm fine with. Whatever. Edwin's a twig, okay? I'm pretty sure that Babs can take him down pretty easily. I don't think she'd want to. I don't know if she's ever been in a fight in her life, but I think that if it came down to it, she would knock him out. Okay? Let's just be real. I mean, like, let's just be real. Hold on. I'll show you.
Let me just at least go through this part of the video, and then hopefully by next week I should be done with everything and begin going through every fucking detail, because I'm so fucking sick of this. Privacy for sale, you know, everybody...
I'm sorry. Oh my god. He's so mad. Privacy for sale. Bitch, your privacy's been for sale since you became a creator. My privacy's for sale. Everybody's privacy is for sale. We have morals on what privacy we're willing to sell. You know, we're not going to dox anybody, but everything you do online will eventually become a YouTube video for us hungry drama eaters to just drinkers to just milk and drink. We love the milk. I don't know what I'm saying. That was bad. Anyways, I think that Babs could take Edwin out. But anyway, so at this, I don't know whether it was during that fight or when Babs went to go to sleep in one side of the room, or one side of a part of the house, and Edwin was in a different part of the house. And I don't know if Edwin came down and woke Babs up and got in her face about the fight, like, which I believe, because I could see Edwin up there, like, just like, I should have told, you know what, I should have told her this, that, like, how dare she say that, because women are mind ninjas, okay? We've all seen the comedian talk about mind ninjas, okay? We will say something that we know you're not going to really feel right away, okay? We're going to say it. You're not going to feel it. But as you're replaying the fight in your head, that bitch, that I can't believe she, you know, because that just is what it is. That's women. Anyways, so I could see Edwin going over the argument in his head and thinking up retorts afterwards, and then going to Babs being like, hey, I'm going to tell you this, and this is how this is going to go, and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But anyways, at some point, Babs says that Edwin got big with her as well, and Aiko happened to put that part in her stream. Let's take a look at that.
It might hurt your ears. I'm sorry.
Number one, I told you not to sleep in this room.
Wait. Make this.
Oh, come on, Aiko. I can make you go faster.
I told you not to sleep. What room?
Okay, number one, I told you not to sleep in this room. Okay, number two, I'm slumbering, right? Okay, I'm falling asleep on my floor, right? Keemstar asked you earlier to tell this story, which is the fun story to everyone, okay? And you are gonna make it all weird, right? After I'm falling asleep on the floor, you're gonna make it all gravy or whatever. Okay, like 3 hours later, when I'm over all this shit, I'm being fine, whatever with you. You're gonna make it weird, okay? You're not gonna stand up for me, whatever. Hours later, when you know, I was just trying to give Chris a titty shot. And yeah, we pushed him a little bit, of course. We were all having fun. I was like, no, take a titty shot. But you guys were being way worse than me, okay? I was like, just take a titty shot. But he didn't want to. You know who showed him to where he could sleep? Me. You know who checked on him? Me. Okay? So I'm just confused on to why you're not setting up for me. It's a fun story to everyone, including me, you, Salvo, Kim, Brantley, and probably Chris, whenever it's brought up on Xylie stream. Like, you have no solid opinion. It's so weird. It's just wild to me. But I had to actually, and you got big with me in my own home. Bitch, get big with me. Get big with me. Like, no, hell no, hell. No, I'm actually so mad. I'm actually so fucking mad. Stand up to me. I actually had to get up off my floor where I was sleeping. Like, I was almost passed out. I had to actually get up and man, square up to you because you were getting that big with me. That's ridiculous to me. I'm a female living in my house. My landlord lives right next door. You're screeching. I'm basically raping. My landlord lives right next door. Like, fuck off. This is not my life. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a fun story. I offered you here for this, and why you said no. Why did you not make that still a fun vibe? It's so fucking weird. What's so fucking weird? I'm not an internet person. I still need a real job. Like, don't make me seem out like I'm some type of weird bitch. And hell no. Why I hate your little friend John's one or whatever. Anything that's slightly weird, hell no, I don't deal with it. You're not gonna say I'm weird. No. Okay, I don't give a fuck what you think. That's what it seems like. And you're trying to square up to me. No. You're not gonna do that in my own house. It's disrespectful as shit. And I am so fast. Then no, it's absolutely just not okay.
I know.
I'm not comfortable anymore.
I understand.
Yeah, no. I know you're drunk. I know you're trash.
That's all you get. Okay?
I forgot to unmute myself. I kind of want to leave that in. Let's leave that in. And then people can make clips and dub me. Let's leave that in. Anyways, so after the initial argument, at some point, I don't know if Babs and Edwin both got big with each other during the first one, or if they had the first one, they separated, Edwin came to Babs, they had the second one, they separated. That video that we just watched is what happens afterwards. So Babs is laying down and now she's thinking about it and she's going over and she's replaying the argument in her head, and then she has an issue. So she comes back and she gets in his, like, she's like, no, what's not going to happen is this, I'm still pissed off about this kind of situation. Okay. Now that was on December 10th. Okay. So now we are at December 21st, and this is Xylie's The Cuckening stream. Okay. And what happened is, this is where they realize that, oh, I guess that Babs and Keemstar and Edwin, they're all hanging out and they're all chilling together, and it seems like Edwin didn't really like that much. So let's go through this first clip. Hopefully it's the right one. Yes. Excellent.
Oh, girl.
Excellent.
You go. How does it feel to have your girl stolen by Brantley?
For clarification, I'm not angry. I'm more like jaw drop, trying to process. That's it.
Okay.
I'm like, what? Why would I be angry? It's more like, what? Like,
you do realize
I can't be mad.
You do
I'm
realize you got
shock.
cucked by Keemstar and his girl, right?
Well,
you do
no,
realize
not
that.
Keemstar.
Okay,
There's
you got
no
cucked.
way.
You got cucked by Brantley.
I actually want to see Keemstar's face through this because I can imagine him in like with both the girls.
You got cucked. Like the cucking has happened.
Not by Keemstar though. Not by Keemstar. Don't manifest that.
No, Brantley. But I mean, through Brantley Keemstar.
Oh my god.
Just saying. I mean, a fact is a fact. You got cucked.
You can't say Keemstar. People are gonna start.
But what?
So, if you're starting to notice a pattern, a lot of Edwin's issues are going to seem like the real source is Xylie. And I remember what I said, no butt hurt. But really, going through all of these, it really just comes down to the source of all of Edwin's issues come down to Xylie. So right here in this video, she's like shitting on him, right? She's like, nah, use a cook. And like she's thinking like, I can shit on Edwin, it's fine. Because Edwin spent a lot of his friendship with Salvo allowing Salvo to shit on other people, and it was fine. So why wouldn't Edwin be okay with it, right? and Edwin would make excuses for Salvo doing that. So why wouldn't perfect freeze frame, by the way? Perfect freeze frame. Look at that. Just, will you look at it? Just look. Anyways, so yeah, it's a lot of Edwin's issues seem to be like Xylie, but yeah. So let us take a look at this next clip. Yep. And there we go.
I met this girl off my DMs, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
I
I
don't
thought
think
you
I've
met
done
her
that
off. I
before.
thought you met her off of Tinder. That's what you said, didn't you? So how did you really meet her?
Yeah, off my DMs.
DMs
My first
from
time.
where?
My Instagram DMs.
I thought you met her off of Tinder.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. But point is, it's the first time I meet someone off of the DMs.
Whoa. Why are you lying? But that's another thing that you will see Edwin do. It's like, no, I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that. I didn't say that. Oh, did I say that? I must have misspoke. My ESL, you know. English is my second language after all, you know. But yeah, that was funny. And
happened.
Oh.
I'm not hitting on you. What the This is how borderline homophobic Keem is. He thinks I'm hitting on you. I'm literally just asking women hit. I'm building up the story. I forgot. So basically,
hitting on me. I told you should fuck you. I said hitting on me.
I'm giving the origin story of
Okay.
Babs.
Yeah, go ahead and tell your story. I will be quiet now.
Well, you know, she hit me up in the DM, which I believe we talked about at some point maybe. And yeah, I think I did it in my live stream before we met. So she hit me up, and I thought, oh, well, she's attractive. Let's talk. We start talking. Then we start talking on the phone. Then we start FaceTiming, and then, you know, I planned this trip to Ohio, and then, you know, Buffalo, and she's on the East Coast. I'm like, should we meet up? And before you know, we're meeting up. You know, she's a fan of the videos, and like, you could come to the Keemstar show maybe. I mean, we might have some fun, because Keemstar's always like, oh, I'm gonna
Wait,
go to the
real
club. We're gonna take you out.
Real quick, because you're still kind of wavering on where you met her, because you did say it was Tinder.
So maybe in the beginning we talked about like, oh, what should we say we met kind of thing, you know? Tinder sounded more normal than the
Okay.
Oh! I'm just gonna stop muting my mic, because, like, we're not there yet. You know, we're not there yet. No. Anyways, but I love, he's really horrible at explaining things. Sorry. Anyways, no, I love how Edwin lies. And, like, you would, like, or maybe it's not, maybe he's just forgetting. You're lying, Edwin. You're lying. And you're lying because you don't want people to think that you met up and had a sexual interaction, not exactly sex, but a sexual interaction with a fan. That's what it is. Just fucking say it, okay? Or at least keep your damn story straight. If you're going to lie, at least be good at it. Like, YouTuber 101, okay? If you're going to lie, be good at it. Namaste. Let's go now. Oh my god. So, then there is this one from Xylie that we will be looking at next. This last clippy. Yeah.
Thank you so much for providing the payback I wanted and needed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love you all.
What the?
Damn right. When we have the scoop, we'll keep you in the loop, Xylie. Yeah, Brantley.
So what was the stream about? I refuse to believe y'all spent 6 hours talking about a dude getting cut.
No. That's just been in the last, like, 45 minutes to an hour.
I spent 45 minutes talking about a dude getting cut.
Yes, I had to rub it in. Absolutely.
I love this
He made a stream called Xylie's Mistake. Of course, I'm going to cut this out and call it the cucking, Edwin's Mistake. 100%.
Oh.
Putty. But you see, I was just, so we got Edwin and Xylie talking about the Chris boob shot. Xylie turns it from joke to why are you selling off your girl? Then we have Xylie and Babs talking about the boob shot, and it becomes from a joke to you're kind of weird for thinking that it's wrong for Chris to not accept the boob shot kind of situation. Now we got Xylie showing Edwin that Babs, Keemstar, and Brantley are hanging out together. Edwin's not liking it, and guess what? Rubbing salt on the wound is Xylie calling him a cock. So, that's fun. Now, December 29th, we're going to go forward in time. Like I said, that what we just watched, The Cuckening, was on December 21st. Okay? 11 days after the argument between Babs and Edwin. Okay? Now we are at December 29th. So, December 29th is this, The Keemstar Show, where Salvo gets canceled. And Salvo gets canceled because he was found out to be talking and doing sexual stuff with a bunch of girls in his Discord. Pretty much your entry into the SND is to, I don't know, make out like Salvo's a fucking god. But
he, like, I think at that point, like, he knew he was fucked, but he just like tried to keep it going for as long as he could.
With you?
With me, with everything. With
So
everything.
yeah, I was about to say, did it end whenever y'all ended?
So
you told
so
that
last...
you told that story so shitty that it was like we couldn't follow, right?
Been there. But anyways, I'm not gonna go over the Keemstar Show, but because this isn't about Salvo, it's about Edwin. So after the Keemstar Show, Salvo's canceled. Edwin does a New Year's Eve stream, coping, just like acting like Salvo's a bad guy. I never knew he was so bad. Oh my God. I'm gonna burn these pictures because I can't come up with my own shticks. So I'm gonna take Salvo's shtick. And oh my God, I didn't know he cheated on his wife. Pause. Okay? Got it? Now, Xylie, January 1st, does a call-out stream to S&T where she's yelling about S&T. And now we're at January 3rd. Assistant Sailor has a live stream where he's interviewing Salvo. And this is really where the balls get rolling, because Babs was in this chat. Okay, this is the first time of all the streams that I've watched. This is where Babs is in the chat, and she's actually saying stuff about Salvo. However, Edwin thinks that she's saying stuff about him, but this is a stream where Salvo's being interviewed, okay? And Edwin will try to probably claim that this is like, you know, they always did already say that, oh, she's all up in chats and she's talking a bunch of shit in chats, okay? And they say this the day after, okay? So this stream is January 3rd. January 4th is where the Babs just going around in a bunch of chats and she's talking shit happens, okay? And I will put these up for you guys to see. But here's everything that Babs said in that chat, okay? Oh my God, pass away slowly. Now, Edwin has already stated that, oh, well, she's in chat like saying for me to pass away slowly. It's about Edwin, or it's about Salvo. Because Salvo's on the stream, okay? She's telling Salvo, oh my God, pass away slowly, okay? But either way, that's way more better than KYS. I'm just gonna say it. Anyways, Why is Brantley's name in a Discord? Let's see. Why does everyone forget they said this shit in front of me? Liars are exhausting. Let's see. Yes, quit playing stupid. It's not cute on anyone. Hi, Xylie. No one is confused. Salvo. This stream is 140p. Slimy fucking liar. Kissing and telling seems to be pretty on brand, baby. Because you do indeed kiss and tell. Is it now, Salvo? Fucking is it? Yeah, okay. Is it now, Salvo? Fucking is it? Oh, that's a double. Because you do indeed kiss and tell. Okay. How's Edwin? Those are the times that Baz was in chat. There was 2 doubles. I'm so sorry. But it is what it is. Anyways. And that's her talking a bunch of shit in chat. Okay? She wasn't even talking about what really happened. However, something happens during this stream. And this is where... This is the first mention of the car ride. Let's get into that one, shall we?
I finally got permission now.
You finally have a good question, Kim?
Abs, Edwin's girlfriend, would like me to ask you about the car ride back to Ohio. What happened there?
I don't know. I mean, she's more than welcome to share it on your program or something.
What? Well, the story she told me in private is that, you know, it was like a Me Too situation where you were driving with your dick out, beating to her in the back when she didn't appreciate it, didn't want it.
Yeah, not true.
Interesting.
Any other questions?
Well, I talked to Edwin already, and he confirmed that is true. So that's 2 people in the car confirming that that did happen. Okay.
Okay, it just add it to the list.
Okay, so Kim did bring up one good point. I guess maybe I don't know. That was
I brought up multiple, but you're just focused on like Salvo.
Okay.
Kind of mad. That was a bad derail. But nobody knew. Nobody knew what was going on. That was a bad derail. However, let me rewind this and show you exactly how it starts and who is saying what. Okay?
Program or something.
What?
Well, the story she told me in private is that, you know.
Yeah, that's a good one, buddy.
So, well, I got a better question. I finally got permission now.
You finally have a good question, Kim?
Abs, Edwin's girlfriend, would like me to ask you about the car ride back to Ohio. What happened there?
I don't know. I mean, she's more than welcome to share it on your program or something.
What?
Well, the story she told me in private is that, you know, it was like a Me Too situation where you were driving with your dick out.
So, did you hear that? It was like a Me Too situation. Okay? So far, the car ride story comes out. Okay? From Keem. And Keem saying, you know, he's playing telephone. It's kind of like a Me Too situation. That claim did not come out of Bab's mouth. Came out of Keem's mouth. Okay? We got it? We're following along where I'm going here? Let's get to the other parts. So, now, day after the Assistant Sailor stream is the Tommy stream, where Salvo and Edwin call in to talk about Babs. All right?
So, what is the full truth? What happened? Can you give your side of the story?
Yeah, give your side, Salvo. I mean, the Bab stuff, again, it's at no point at all.
Well, what happened that night? Just go through the night, but from your perspective.
But again, from everything that I've heard from Babs to not talk about things. So it's like, I'm in this weird spot where I need to defend myself, but also tell shit that she is vocal that she doesn't want to get out.
I don't know. I mean,
I think she's changed her mind about that.
I think it's pretty safe to assume that that you could say pretty. I think like, look, if I could bring this stuff up to you, like if I was specifically told that like you have to protect Babs, we would not be having this conversation. We'd be having a stupid conversation about
everything was consensual from the get-go.
Okay, what happened though? What was consensual? What happened that night from your perspective?
We hooked up.
We hooked up. Like when you say hooked up, I mean, was it or like just make out? I mean, like what happened?
Yeah.
Fucked?
Yeah.
I mean,
we just made out.
We just made out. That's it. Nothing like when I say sex, something oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex.
Nobody had oral sex.
Nothing.
Nobody had sex. It was just making out. It was all very excessively consensual. So if she wants to spin that it's not a consent thing and it wasn't consensual, wow, then she's just a flat out liar.
Okay. How like was it sounds like Ed was getting screwed too. Like how was he involved?
He was also making out with her.
He was making so you guys were just kissing, like tongue kissing, right? French kissing.
Yeah.
cameo. Anyways, but you hear how it's going, right? First lie. No one ever had sex. And we'll find out that, indeed, there was a threesome kind of situation going on, okay? So we already know that's a lie in hindsight. But right now, we don't know it's a lie. We think that they're all just making out with each other, which is also fucking... What are we in we're in junior high or something? What? It's like, what? Oh, we're just going to have a three-way kiss and make out. That's for girls to do, okay? That's not for two dudes and a guy to do. I'm just saying. That's just... It just doesn't... That's weird, okay? That's weird. It's just weird. And I don't care if you guys think I'm kink shaming or whatever. It's weird. But... he's talking about it, okay? He's talking about it. He's going through it. Talking about what happened.
And that's it. So can you go through the night? Were you partying, drinking? Tell me what happened on the road. Like
we did the show. With me. We're partying. We're drinking. I think we all, me, Babs, and Edwin, were all under the impression that we were game for whatever from the get-go, and all made sure that it was all very consensual. I don't know, like we all...
What was consensual? Like, go through the night. Tell me a story.
Go through the night? We're partying. We're making out. Yeah. Like, we're staying up all night just partying and fucking around like that. Like, it's like pretty standard stuff.
Where did y'all sleep that night?
Chris took the guest bedroom. Team and Brentley took their bedroom. And then they have this fucking huge bed in their living room that could fit 25 people in it. And I slept on one side. Edwin slept on one side. Babs slept in the middle.
I slept on the other. Okay. All right. And then I guess, and then you go to, does everybody know where she lives? Can I even say that? Or pretty long trek from what I was told.
No, she comes back to my house. She drove to my house.
So she went to Ohio first. Oh, you went to Ohio first. Okay.
So I drove back to my house, and her and Edwin left in the car. And I left on good terms with everybody because it was all very consensual as three consenting adults.
So you gotta
I
be
never thought
fucking,
anything wrong.
you gotta be really shocked right now, I imagine. I mean, this is...
No, I'm not shocked.
Why is that?
She's crazy. Because as soon as she's going on vacation with Brentley and Keem, I know her mental state. She's nuts. So I'm not shocked about anything. I'm shocked that she's trying to paint a light that it wasn't consensual.
Yeah.
Very goofy and like flat out lie.
Okay. So really none of this stuff happened. How have the last, days been for you?
All right, I want you guys to look at this. Look at this. You see it? You see it? I highlighted it a little bit. I wasn't R-worded, you effing perv. Okay? At no point in any of this has Babs claimed R-word or essay or anything. Her consistent story, Babs's consistent story is there was an uncomfortable situation and that uncomfortable situation happened in the car. Okay? It's just everybody else taking what these two say, what Edwin and Salvo say, coming to their own conclusions based on their own opinions and based on how they would feel about that situation. And then there's some people amping it up for entertainment purposes only. If they do that, it's kind of hard to distinguish whether or not they're claiming a fact, or if they're just saying it for entertainment purposes. Editorial journalism, whatever, okay? But at no point has Babs made a claim of R-wording or essay, okay? Let's continue. Now, this is where Edwin comes in. Let's take a look and watch that, shall we?
He's got to unmute.
Edwin? Is that really him?
Yeah, it's him. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm dying. I'm dying to
Let me try this one.
Sure.
Oh,
you got some kind of issue?
Hello? Here we go.
Edwin,
There we go.
Tommy, what am I hearing with this stuff? I mean, I imagine you watched the earlier part of the show.
Not sure if this is, optically a good idea or whatever the fuck, right? Because everyone's having a good time shitting on me due to my association with Salvo here. But I feel like, and I want to stick to my 2-week break, but I feel like when it's come to Babs, this is like so fucking outrageous that she just wants to fucking clap farm, and I just feel like I have to speak,
Let's hear it.
It's like there's nothing non-consensual happened ever. Like we were excessive, and it's like if you look through the chat in my live stream, and then on Dave's live stream, and fucking every live stream that's happened, period. She's in every chat talking about Edwin. She's fucking clap sucking everything. And like, I don't think there's anything to talk about. There's literally nothing to fucking talk about except give King Suite exclusive.
Do you and Salvo have a sexual relationship?
What the fuck? Okay.
Edwin, that was the first question they asked me if you sucked my dick, and they were serious.
No, I've been asked this so many times. I don't know, man. I don't know how many times I have to say we did not fuck, we did not have sex, anything. All right.
Nothing.
Anyway.
Okay.
And if we did, who cares?
Even if we did, who cares?
No. The thing is, but it also makes sense why she would have freaked out, doesn't it?
No, nothing makes sense.
No. Wait, pull back a minute. If you start blowing Salvo, that might make somebody uncomfortable. Certainly make me uncomfortable. What?
Yes, it's a fan thing now.
Okay, that's not what I expected after my little speech. All right.
Wake up, Connor.
Look, yeah, I mean, I think it's look, you guys are.
Do you hear that? Do you hear it again? Oh, that's not what I was expecting when I came into this call. All the time. This is like This is like literally the Edwinism. To go on a stream, thinking it's gonna go one way, and it doesn't go that way, and you voice that. You say, "I didn't expect this to be this way." That officially now is an Edwinism, okay? Because, like, that's just him doing that all the time. Continue.
He uses something pretty heavy, and it relates to sex acts between you both, and that's setting the tone. I don't know if any of that's true, and you know what? It doesn't matter if it's true. You're absolutely 100% correct. But as it pertains to the story, yeah, it does.
Who the fuck is saying we suck each other's cocks?
Keemstar, 100% it's Keemstar.
Have you told anybody else? Have you confirmed this to anybody else that you've slept with Salvo in some aspect?
Well, we did not sleep together.
That's a no. Edwin, that's a no.
No.
Okay.
I can't even say what I just said. Like, what's this?
Okay. You never told anybody else that. You never told anybody else that either.
No, I have never told anybody that me and Salvo fucked did anything.
Gotcha.
I mean, I feel like we have to fulfill prophecy at this point, but like we.
Yeah, like Edwin, like we're gonna have to fuck now.
Oh, God damn it! You know.
All right, but Edwin, you were wholeheartedly denying that anything unconsensual happened as well. So you're basically backing up Salvo here. Is that fair to say?
By the way, Tommy, the way that you keep checking in on us is the way that we were doing with Vance. Just so you know. You just kept asking her, "Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay?" 1,000%.
Why do it? I mean, that's the thing. Like, here's what I don't get from that, right? Like, if you have to do that, I wouldn't even be interested in sex at that point if I had to ask a girl that many times.
Oh no. Wait. Okay, things are getting mixed up. I'm just saying in general. I'm not trying to go into any details here. That's for the clapboard to do.
All right, fine. But like, here's what I'm asking you: if you constantly have to say yes somebody's consent, isn't that like how is that a turn on? That's gotta be a huge turn on.
No, exactly. I'm sure
that's what I was saying. Is we were so excessive, like we were being counterproductive.
Then why did you do it? Yeah. Why did you like this sucks? I'm fucking. I'm out. Like all she has to do is like at that point, like all she has to do is go to Keem, go to me, and you're in the position you are now. Like I mean, I can't imagine putting myself in that position.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm so confident that I never acted in any malicious, dangerous, unconsensual way, and that's all that I can ever control. She was completely fine with literally everything, so she can say whatever that she wants. She's gonna burn in hell.
Okay. All right, Edwin. Anything else, Ed?
Edwin, did Salvo jerk off in the
car? Did he whip it out?
Yeah.
I saw it.
Did he whip it out?
About this personal stuff.
Was he masturbating in the car?
Say what?
Was he masturbating in the car?
No, he wasn't masturbating.
He just whipped his dick out. You don't find that a little strange with a girl in the car?
Oh, I found it very fucking strange. But that's why he was asking a lot to make sure everything was okay. Like, well, I mean,
everyone was okay with it. I never acted in any disrespectful, malicious way.
You did. You pulled your dick out. What are you kidding?
All right, so it gets very confusing here because, and I'm going to give you the story. So after the Keemstar show, Salvo, Babs, Edwin, Chris the Narc are staying over. Chris the Narc kind of dips out as soon as he's sobered up. But Salvo, Edwin, Babs are sleeping on the king-size bed in the studio or wherever they are. There's a king-size bed at Keem's house, or there's a king-size bed at Keem's house that is not in a bedroom, which is weird. Like, it's in a living room or something. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine just the design of that house. It's ridiculous. But they're all sleeping there, okay? Now, you heard Salvo and Edwin talk about how, well, we asked for excessive consent, okay? And this is where the coercion claims came from, where people started being like, oh, that's coercion, because everyone's confused about what story you're talking about, because at Keemstar's house was a threesome, and here's how it went, okay? How it really went based on my conversation with Edwin, based on my conversation with Babs, okay? I haven't talked to Salvo about it because, like, no point. Anyways, they are in bed together, okay? And Babs puts her leg over Salvo's. Salvo takes that as a cue. They're all making out. So, let's do this. Because I can't think of how else to explain this. So, here's the bed. There's some pillows. Okay, are you seeing it? All right. And then here's Edwin. Put some glasses on him. Here's Salvo. We'll put a little porn stash on him. And here's Babs. Okay? All right? This is it, right? Edwin and Babs are making out. Salvo and Babs are also making out, okay? Babs is turning around, making out with Edwin. Babs is turning back around, making out with Salvo. And then Salvo and Babs do the dirty. So the insertion happens here. Right here. Oh, right here. Right in this bubble. Okay? This is where the colloquial term for sex happens. Okay? Intercourse. Okay? That's where this happens. Okay? He is not inserting himself in here because he likes to get to know someone before that happens. Like... Edwin's weird, bruh. Edwin's weird. He's very, for someone who cannot even be considered Christian or Catholic, he holds some Christian and Catholic beliefs when it comes to sex. But, so, Edwin, Babs, Salvo have a threesome. And it is very much a threesome. However, when they said threesome, everybody believes threesome happened. And when I say they said threesome, here it is. Wait, I forgot one very... let's listen to this part, okay? Let's listen
Edwin, Xylie has a question for you. She asked me, ask Edwin, why did he say that he didn't know Salvo cheated on his wife in his live stream?
Did I say that? Is that the right quote? Because, I mean, I didn't know that he had sex with all these women. That's like insane. Nobody could have ever known, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, and,
So, I mean-
and Edwin doesn't know my relationship with my wife.
Right.
It's like, you guys are making assumptions that...
But he, whoa. Edwin spoke out in your relationship with your wife, not us.
It looked like a happy relationship, but he did tell me that they were arguing when we left. So, you know, it could have been very well one of those things where they put up a front with a happy and everything.
I suppose. No orgy or something. Some
No!
creepy shit like that.
I rewound it. Ah, that's bad on me. But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that part is one of the biggest parts and one of the biggest things that got everybody all heated was Salvo, or was Edwin saying that Salvo didn't cheat on his wife. And then did you hear Edwin like, because you're not very good at lying, bro. Just be truthful, because you're not good at lying. There's no point. People are going to clip you out of just clip the shit out of you, okay? So stop it.
You degenerate motherfucker. Okay, Edwin, I got a question for you.
Yep.
You lied to your audience saying that you didn't know Salvo cheated on his wife, but yet you were part of that cheating. Right? Everything was consensual, so you were part of that cheating.
We just discussed this question. Did you hear it?
Yeah, and you dodged it. Did you hear it? Did you hear the words that came out of your fucking mouth?
Like, if I directly said that, then okay.
Stutter, because you're trying to
Let me talk, Xylie. I'm trying to keep in this like back and
Jesus
forth.
Christ, Xylie, when did you become so fucking rabid towards me? Damn.
You too.
I was referring to like his all his sexting. Like I could have never known they was doing all that, you know. And also like this whole story, like it was, she begged me not to say anything. I was never gonna say it in public, and it was like an awkward situation, like to not know someone's personal. Like what am I supposed to try to reach out his wife or like what like? Because the expose was not that he cheated, by the way. That was not my hard line. My hard line was like, you know, talking to fans and get taken to that next level. That was my hard line. Not that he cheated on his wife.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, I made that clear several times.
You need to listen back to your live stream, my dude.
I'll listen to it.
Your hard line was you were a victim, and you literally took these air quote allegations and made yourself a victim.
If I said drunkenly that I was victim, then you took it a little bit too seriously at face value. Because there's no way. What did I say to back up that I was Salvo victim? Let me know.
Okay, so why did you come up with the bullshit infidelity claims about me?
Because it's funny.
You are a degenerate piece of shit, and I hope your dick falls off.
It's not. I have a very strong, powerful dick.
All right. Now, Nick is saying he doesn't want to call in for Salvo. He wants to call in for Edwin. Are you okay with that, Edwin? Ed?
Not really.
None of you guys want to take on Nick?
Nobody wants to take on... No. Nobody ever wants to take on Nick. No. Because, he knows how to get under your skin, you know? He knows how to get under there. I mean, I'll do it because, like, what's the worst he can do to my reputation, right? That he hasn't done already. So it doesn't really bug me all day long. The only person in this community that will make me cry is Matt Pitt. That's it. Nobody else. Ever. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Matt Pitt can do it, and nobody else can. But Matt Pitt can do it. And nobody else can, okay? But Nick calls in, and this is, I know it took me a little bit. We went the long way. We went the scenic route to what my initial point was, okay? ADHD, hashtag awareness.
I don't know. It's like dodgeball in here with questions all night. I guess Xylie's question to you, Edwin, is if you were like part of Salvo's cheating, why did you go and say that he had like such a loving relationship with his wife and stuff like that? I don't really understand that perspective. Because you're privy to things that you did with Salvo, right?
But both could be true. Like what is he saying?
No. So he went on saying like, I didn't know Salvo cheated. He had a loving relationship with his wife. So that's pretty clearly, if Edwin's involved with the cheating.
Is that my direct quote? Like, I need to see what I actually said because I don't know that I said. I didn't know that he cheated and he had such a loving
relationship. You said you didn't know
relationship.
about the cheating multiple times. Yeah. In your defense, you did have a few drinks.
Yeah, I had a lot of drinks, and like I'm saying, my hard line was sexting like the fans and stuff. I definitely
Yeah,
said
but
that part,
okay, so
that's
sexting fans is like pretty cringe, but like actual like physical sexual activity is a lot worse, right? I guess in terms of marriage, right?
Yeah, in terms of marriage, sure.
So if he was physical with you in any way, wouldn't that be the cheating? Why would you go on stream and say that's not the case?
Well, we kissed on camera.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, okay. What is the public narrative versus the private one? Maybe I'm like fucking this up right now.
We didn't.
What are you talking about?
So Nick goes on and talks about a DM that he got that was different from something that Edwin got, or that Edwin said was happening, and it has to do with the threesome, okay? So I hope just thought that's why I'm playing this.
He didn't do anything physical besides the kiss on the camera.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Am I reading? Wait, Wait, okay, so you're going around talking about this Bab stuff, and you wanted to tackle that on stream, and you're running two different stories?
What's
No,
the
you said to me
story?
30 minutes ago.
What's the second story?
What did you say to you 30 minutes ago, Nick?
What did I say 30 minutes ago?
Wait, I'm so confused. Hold on. I'm so confused. Wait. I wrote you, and I said, is Keemstar lying about you hooking up with Salvo? And you said, no, at his house is true. Salvo didn't deny that in the beginning.
Okay, no, we didn't hook up. Okay, there was a night with Babs, but that's not me and Salvo directly.
Wait a minute. He told you 30
I
minutes
said, are
ago.
you hooking up with Salvo? You said, at the house is true. What are you talking about?
I was referring to whatever I was listening to at the time of, I don't know, maybe I answered mixed, but
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
What Salvo was answering to was what happened in the night at Keemstar's house.
Keemstar told me that you told him that fucking you and Salvo had, that you sucked Salvo's dick. So I asked you if that was the case, and you said, yes.
Can you pull it down, Nick?
I want the screenshot. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll apologize right fucking now if I read this wrong. I want the screenshot. I just sent it to Matt. I'm really
All right,
fucking
let me send it to me.
right
I'll put it
now.
on.
My dick was never sucked by anyone.
Anyone. All right.
What is happening?
What's going on? I want to see this shit. All right, I'll put it on. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1, action. Is Keemstar lying about you guys hooking up with Salvo? I talked with her on the phone last week. This is Edwin. And was so annoyed. I began recording it 20 minutes in. Recording says 20 minutes. She says recording. She insists.
Jesus Christ, Nick.
Well, he said that you shared it because he said you told him something different.
Yeah, maybe I should cut more of that, but I don't want to cut the middle of the message. But I mean, if you need me to give more for the other shit, feel free. You can define where it goes.
Nothing, no mention of that respect. She's always been a clown for her and everybody ever since. No, at his house, it's true. Salvo did deny that in the beginning. So did you guys have sex or not?
In the beginning, you asked Salvo about a night at Keemstar's house. That's what I'm responding. I thought Nick was watching. Yeah, no, like that. He's not lying about that.
So you did have sex with Salvo or some kind of
No, I
thing?
didn't have sex with Salvo. We never had. Edwin and I never did anything sexual except kiss on camera.
But
and if we did, I wouldn't admit it.
So you were just taking a shower after you guys went out drinking for the night. You left your ring in the guest room.
No.
Then Edwin, so you guys crawled into bed with the girl.
Nick, that's not the same night.
What's going on?
Brantley and Keem are talking about months prior where Keem and I went ATVing and I showered and left my ring in the shower while I was getting all the mud off me.
That's okay. I don't understand. Like, so Edwin, did you tell anybody else that you had sex with Salvo or any or oral sex with Salvo of any kind?
No, are you saying Keem told you that I had oral sex with Salvo?
Oh, I think that you told me that you had.
No, I never fucking told you.
I mean, wait. So I don't understand.
What do you think Keem is referring?
I feel like I just. Like, am I fucking crazy?
No, Nick, you're just misunderstanding and creating your own conclusion here. Just remember back to the part where Salvo described the bedroom. You know, there's this giant bed, Michael Jackson style in the living room.
So here it is. So yes, it does seem like Nick was confused about what exactly he was talking about. So, because Keem was talking about the threesome, okay? And Nick's, but he also, Keem also joked about about Edwin, Salvo. And so when Nick asked the question, he's asking, did you have sex with Salvo? And Edwin's thinking, Nick is asking, did you guys have a threesome with Salvo? Okay? So, just to be good faith to Edwin, I don't give a fuck about Nick. That's what's going on. That's the confusion. Okay? Let's carry on.
Salvo was on one side, I was in the middle, I was on the other side. Like, that's not me and Salvo fucking.
Okay. But
why don't you get on and stream and make a fucking video or something?
Yeah, you really gotta straighten this out. Listen,
because like I'm not trying to fuck you on this, but you wrote me like 30 minutes ago.
Is Keemstar lying about you two? Let me put it this way: is Keemstar lying about you guys hooking up, right? So what do you think Nick's talking about when he asked you that, Ed?
What do you think? What?
What do you think? Like, is Keemstar like? Here's what Nick writes to: is Keemstar lying about you guys hooking up with Salvo? So what do you think he's when you say that?
There was a hookup, but I didn't hook up with Salvo.
So you didn't hook up with Salvo off camera, and like, so what are you admitting to here?
Okay, the rumors of the threesome are true. Do you understand? That doesn't mean that the guys are fucking.
So you're in a threesome with the girl, and then you knew Salvo cheated on his wife. Now, even if you don't fucking agree that you sucked his dick, you were part of his fucking infidelity. So why go on stream and lie to everybody saying you had no fucking idea?
Because the bitch fucking begged me to keep it private. I'll release the fucking recording, dude.
You don't have to say who it was, but you can say you cheated on his fucking wife, Edwin.
You said his marriage is good, and you were involved with a sexual act that he was involved in that his wife was not involved in. That's what Nick's saying.
Oh, I heard about some text messages. Yeah, you also watched him fuck your girlfriend.
Fuck you, Nick. Fuck you, Nick. Woo! How about that? Stick that up your ass, man. I never fucked anyone.
That's literally my favorite part. Woo! Anyways, so after this, Xylie goes live. After this live, same day, okay? This is January the 4th. And teases that Babs will be doing an interview on the Keemstar show. January 5th, Babs does an interview on the Keemstar show. Now, I'm not going to go through that, and I'm not going to, because video's gone on for too long already. Anyways, so I'm going to TLDR it. Keemstar show. Babs talks a lot about the car ride. She says she was very uncomfortable. There was a point, so she was in the back seat of the car, okay? And at one point it was her and Edwin in the back seat of the car. Now, at some point, Edwin moves up to the front passenger seat. Salvo is driving, okay? And this is on the way back from the Keemstar show. This is after the threesome. We've already gone over that, okay? How that worked out. So this is after the Keemstar show. They're on their way from Keem's house to Salvo's house, okay? Babs in the back seat by herself. Edwin passenger seat. Salvo driving. This is where at some point Salvo takes his wiener out, okay? But back it up a little bit. So they're driving. Babs is laying down. She's very hungover, and she's in the back, and they're joking about stopping to do another threesome. Okay, it's a lot of let me do this. Hold on. It's a lot of like, hey, you want to put because we're talking about sex and we're talking about the threesome, so. Yeah, you want to step over and do it again? Yeah, you want to? Look at look, she's smiling. Look, she wants to stop. She wants to do it again. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, according to Babs, for the most part, because according to Salvo and Edwin, they were joking. They've confirmed that they were joking like that, and they were doing that. So this, this excessive consent thing tends to be in this situation. However, no one's ever really confirmed that for sure, solidly. To me, like I said, I've watched a lot of it, and when I'm looking at videos and I'm reacting to videos, I'm not reacting based on what I think they're saying. I'm going by what they're literally saying. Okay, so. When it comes to the excessive consent, is it in the threesome or is it in the car ride? The consent, that's the thing. I'm talking about excessive consent. So like, is this okay? Are you okay? Everything good? Now, the reason why I'm going to side more with it happened in the threesome is because that just makes more sense based on what everybody else is saying. So that is me making an assumption, but it's based on what everybody's saying and my own logical brain thinking, okay, so the excessive consent happened during the threesome, which is good. That's what you all want. Okay? Not you all. but a lot of people online want that. They want you to check in all the time during the act. Okay? So, anyways, back to the car ride. You know, they're just like, yeah, she wants it. Now, Babs says at this point, she had a shirt over her head. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And the lights are getting brighter. I need to figure this out. Anyways, so she had a shirt over her head in the back seat. It's like this, right? And every once in a while, she peeks out. She's looking. And that's when they're like, oh, she's looking. Oh, she wants it. Yeah, we'll stop. We stop. Yeah. And so that's when they're constantly asking her if they can, if she wants them to pull over so that they can have another threesome. Okay. So maybe that's the excessive consent. That doesn't really make sense. Right? Anyways, to me anyway. So then there's a point. So Babs has her feet in this, like, out. And it's on the center armrest. So you got Edwin in the passenger seat, Babs' feet, Salvo driving. At one point, Salvo takes out his penis and he starts whacking off. Okay? He said that he asked her if that was okay. It's not clear if she makes that same claim that he asked her if it was okay. From what I understand on her side of the story, he just whipped it out. Okay? Now we know from when Salvo was being canceled that a lot of the girls said he would send them D pics, you know, sometimes, and even sometimes would send them video of him or be FaceTiming or whatever, I don't know, video chatting with them while driving and doing it. So they have said that that's most likely what he was doing. He was sending probably Clara, not Keffel's Clara, the other Clara, a video of him jerking off while he's driving. Anyway, so Babs is in the back seat. Now Babs's version is, obviously I was uncomfortable. I had the shirt over my head. Okay. Now, to be fair to Edwin and Salvo, you were also hungover. So it's not as clear as you would want it to be because you were also hungover. And you did admit that you would peek out because you wanted to see Edwin. You wanted to make eye contact with Edwin. And every time they saw you peeking out, Salvo would get involved. So it seems like the main person that you were really uncomfortable with is Salvo. And it's the essay thing. This is where it comes into play. Because, like I said, Babs's feet are on the center armrest in the front seat, right? And they ask if they want her to, if she wants them to rub their feet or her feet. Can't you want to scrub your feet? She's like, yes, because she loves it. At some point, they ask if they can suck her toes. It's so weird. Why would you do that? Why would you even think that? Why would you want to do that? And she did say that she said yes. She's maintained this entire time that everything was consensual. She gave consent, okay? However, a lot of people think the SA or the coercion came to the toe sucking. That, they asked her over and over again if they can suck her toes. And of all the live streams I've watched, that's not clear. What is clear is they asked over and over again if they could pull over to have another threesome, but that never happened. Okay? So they suck on her toes, and it's so gross. Anyways, so they do that, and according to Salvo, at one point they're stopped Edwin is outside of the car. I don't know if they're getting gas. But at one point, according to Salvo, Babs asks Salvo, wouldn't it be cool if you came back and sat with me? And was like kind of hitting on Salvo. Now, I don't really believe in that. Mainly because it, like I said, it seems like throughout this entire thing, the thing that was making her uncomfortable was Salvo, because she was very much in to Edwin. And that's something that Edwin might put in his video as well, is how in to Edwin Babs was. Because Babs does mention often, well, you're my man, I'm your girl. And Edwin's like, nah, that's not it. And so there is truth that Babs kind of thought more of the relationship than Edwin did. Babs thought they were in a relationship. Edwin was like, no, we've never been in a relationship. And on Edwin's side, fair. Women, it doesn't matter how long you've been talking. It doesn't matter what you talk about. It doesn't matter how the conversation is going. It's never a relationship until it's defined as a relationship by both parties, okay? It's nothing. It's pretty much fuck buddies, okay? Until the two of you establish the relationship. And establishing the relationship is we're together. We're in a relationship, okay? You have to have that conversation in order for it to be a relationship. It doesn't just become a relationship, okay? Because you just have to have that conversation. Even back in the day, you put a pin, like the guy would put his pin or whatever, or give the girl his jacket, and be like, you're my girl, okay? Now, Edwin not correcting people when they say, hey, your girl, does not mean he's established the relationship. That just means he's not correcting anybody when they say that, because that's the girl I'm with right now. So yeah, sure. That's the girl. That's my girl right now. She may not be my girl tomorrow. She might not be my girl next week. And that's exactly what happened. She was never his girl. And once things soured, bye. Okay? This was literally the first time they met. Okay? And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but an relationship is not real. Okay? It's never real until you meet up in real life and you establish the relationship. Like Stardust and Craig Beckett. Oh, not Craig Beckett, Stardust and Beckett. Like those two, okay? They met online, they talked online, they met IRL, relationship established. Okay? That's how it usually goes. Meeting online, talking online, meeting IRL, having physical interaction with someone does not establish a relationship, because there was no establishment of the relationship. And it takes two people to establish the relationship. Not just one, two. You both have to do it. And not correcting someone in public when they call you his girlfriend or his girl or whatever does not establish a relationship. That just is someone not correcting it because they don't feel like it at the time, or whatever the reason. That's not an establishment. Okay? Anyways, so car ride, Salvo whips it out, they suck on the toes, all of that happens. And then they drop off Salvo, they go to Edwin's house where the argument happens. There's a cat room. I don't know why anybody's fixated on the cat room. It just meant that she just said, hey, don't go in here, for her own reasons, which she's elaborated on, which she just thought that it might smell bad or it might look bad because it was a kitten, which I understand. raised 3 in this room, okay? Well, I didn't. Mama raised them, but I helped keep them healthy because there were times where Mama didn't get their eye boogies, and so like one of their eyes would be like kind of like crusted closed, so I had to wipe that off. I helped raise those babies. Anyways, so and he kept on going in there. Now that could just be because Edwin's stupid and forgot, or that he just doesn't respect boundaries that way. He doesn't think of it's very important, which both I can believe. Anyways, so another thing that Edwin might bring up in his video is the fact that there were times when Babs was like, oh, you know, we're cool, blah, 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 blah. And that is, I really hope you don't do that. Edwin, don't do that. Don't be like, look, see, on this date, she was all cool with me. Like, don't do that. Because you know who else do that? You know who else uses that tactic? Yeah, Onision. Yeah, they pretty much any guy that had similar accusations thrown out. Yeah, don't do that. That's stupid. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if the day after fucking, I don't know, whatever date, she was texting you like everything was cool. Nobody cares, okay? Because she's already established that throughout this, she was really into you, okay? So, of course, fights and certain shit, she's gonna go back and forth about, okay? It was definitely a one-sided thing. You know, she was feeling a little bit more than you were, clearly. You thought she was hot, and you know, whatnot, but she just didn't have that whatever it is that you're looking for. So that's clear. Nobody cares that she texted you at some point like everything was cool. I don't care when it happened. I don't care if it was after the fucking Keemstar show that she texted you as if everything was cool. Nobody cares about that. Okay? You need to show her, like, you need to show her, I don't know, flirting with Salvo or something. You need to show her saying things about Salvo. Because, like I said, it seems like the biggest person she was the most uncomfortable with was Salvo. And the only reason why you think that she's making SA, coercion, R-word claims against you is because you're taking what everybody else in the community is saying, especially Xylie. Sorry again. Don't get butthurt. Facts are the facts. You did say, I do think that it is SA, but because she's not saying it, I'm not saying it either. But you did. You said, I think that it is SA. I consider that SA. Like, you said that, okay? Keemstar said, this is like a Me Too situation. Keemstar said a lot of things. Keemstar, Xylie, the community are using their own narratives. And you're putting those narratives into Babs's mouth when she never said those things. Ever. Okay? So she sent a video saying that to Aiko, and Aiko showed it, and we watched it, where she's saying, you got big with me. She didn't say you physically assaulted her. She didn't say none of that. She said you got big with her. Oh, did she get big with you too? Cool. Show that. But just know that that's not going to matter. Nobody's going to care that a girl stepped up to you. Okay? And that the majority, like personally me, I don't care about either of those things. Okay? That's an argument that happens between two adults. Whatever. I'm toxic as fuck. Okay? So it doesn't bug me. It doesn't mean anything to me. But the community is not going to care that she stepped up to you first. Okay? The community's only going to care that you stepped up to her in response. Okay? Do you understand? Because facts are the feelings, or facts are the facts, and they don't care about your feelings. You're a dude, she's a girl. It's female privilege that we can step up to a guy and it's not seen as anything, but when a guy steps up to us, it's seen as more than that. Okay? And, you know, there's women out there that abuse that all the time. They get in a guy's face thinking you're not going to do shit because people are going to be pissed off about it. All right? But another thing, so Babs has never made these claims against you. No one has. Edwin, you think that I called you a rapist during my stream with Leia something, where we were shitting on the cat blah 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 chick. Okay? Yeah. No, I never did. I never did. I front loaded, I middle loaded, I back loaded everything I said to say exactly. Now, I'm not calling him this, but I'm using this as an example based on the information that we have available. Make the statement. Again, I'm not saying this. I don't even think this. Blah, 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 blah. Again, once again, I'm not saying this. I'm just using this as an example. Okay? But you tend to think that no matter what I said in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of every single statement that I knew that people would probably take out of context, you took it out of context. Probably because, and the same reason you're thinking Babs is going around calling you an R word, essay or whatever. And okay. So Babs said that you were a sex pest once after Keemstar constantly tried to get her to say it on the Keemstar show. So she called you a sex pest. Okay. Wow. Yeah. And that's where you go and you look up definitions. Yeah. And you say this is what she's calling me based on the definition. You're not using the online dictionary. You're using the actual definition, but you couldn't use the actual definition when you called Seer a sex trafficker. You couldn't use the actual definition when you called Seer a hebephile. Really? And that's another thing, Edwin. Nobody cares. The reason why nobody cares that the community, not Babs, the community are making these claims about you is because you don't care when you make those claims about other people. Where is your video retracting your claims about Seer being a sex trafficking hebephile? Yeah. So you don't get to cry. You don't get to cry about it because those aren't facts. You lied. You made a false claim against someone, a big false claim, and you're crying because a girl said she was uncomfortable in a car ride? Really? You're crying because a girl said she was uncomfortable in a car ride and the community twisted it into something more than that. And you're crying about it. And you're going to make a video about her? Debunking claims that she didn't even make? No. You need to make a video. If you want to debunk the claims, debunk the claims. But it has nothing to do with Babs. The only claims that you need to debunk is really, if you want to make it about Babs, the only claim you need to debunk is here's why she wasn't uncomfortable during the car ride. That's it. That's it. But nobody cares anymore as well, which is why I'm making this video. Anyways, this one's a long one. I hope it wasn't too convoluted. I know it's not as edited. The other one was looking really pretty until I messed it up. I really messed up the editing. And the deeper I got into the video, the more I tried to do with the video, the more I tried to fix the video, the worse it got. hence I'm making this one now. And it is now June 18th. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out Peepaw's link down below. And you guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.